So it's been quite a few years since the NXEdge Style line first came out, and I thought it was just going to be Gundam. And I'm like, I'm going to get every single one in this line because I like the design, I like the style of this line of figures. Then they started doing other mecha from other shows, which I liked, and then ones I really didn't care about. It went too crazy. I decided to just kind of stop. But one of the last ones I got was the Phantom Gundam, because you can get a model kit of this model, of this mobile suit. There's a high grade P Bandai, but SD style, no model kit, as far as I'm aware of. And they're kind of in the same height range as a cross silhouette with a cross silhouette frame, but the actual style is a little different. It's an NXEdge style. It has its own look to it. So they kind of look weird next to each other on a shelf, unfortunately. They definitely look good next to other ones from the same line. And I just want it because it looks cool. It's all green. It's like, how many Gundams are all green? And this kind of green, it's definitely its own unique shade, different from what I got here in the background. And it just looks neat. It's around the crossbone time, so it has the big crossbone design. I like the even the grading on the skull eyes. The detail is really good. I can't complain about this line with the amount of detail they put into a figure. And usually they're good with the paint apps. Sometimes they're not, but for the most part they do a good job. And its posability, it's essentially the same across the board. If you get one from your arm came off. If you get one from Evangelion or one from Code Geass or a Digimon, they're usually about the same in terms of articulation. Some are different. It depends on their size, but usually they have the same kind of joints. And it has a set of open hands if you want to have them. Just a simple peg swap, very easy to do. And doesn't have any. See, I don't know anything about this Gundam. I just like how it looks. And it doesn't have any beam rifles, but it does have these cool daggers, which you don't store them anywhere, but they're cool and very sharp. So be careful; you're gonna stab yourself very easily. Just poke your eyes out. That's not all. It's not just this basic-looking Novifin Gundam. It's called the Phantom Light, from what the instructions say. But you get a bunch of these effect parts that you put all over it to give it a burst mode, basically. It's gonna take a little time because there are parts you gotta remove. So let's take a look at that cool looking feature and talk about a different look with all those effect parts in. It's crazy how just amazing this thing looks with all the pink effect parts. You got wings of light, like the Victory Gundam. Even in the knee, it looks so good. The chest is lit up. It now has a V-fin, very reminiscent of the beginning Gundam. Even the shoulders. I really love the knees. Just knee spikes are always cool, and it integrates perfectly. And even the face mask now has an open mouth, like the Crossbone Gundam. And the detail underneath is pretty awesome. If I can get this thing off the faceplate itself without making everything fly apart. They pre-painted underneath very nicely. It's got all the grading detail. So, I mean, you can keep the mouth closed. You don't have to switch it out. I just like to switch it because it just gives it more of that gold color. Now, the backpack is rather heavy now. It has 3 peg connections, but I guess they weren't quite enough because they definitely weigh this guy down. He's back heavy as hell now. Thankfully, it comes with a stand, so you can alleviate that little issue. And it kind of hinders the arms a little bit in the shoulder area because these fins. It doesn't really hinder it so much as you want to be careful, because moving the arms too much, you're going to start popping off the chest. While all the parts go in well, the friction on going on does kind of stop the the parts from holding. See, that just came out, but it'll stay on without a problem as long as you're not too crazy with it. Maybe get, I guess, those effect parts under the armpits help. Knees are good. I don't think I have a problem with the knees because they're far enough away from the skirts to really be a hindrance. And let's bring in the Thunder. What is it called again? Not Thunderbolt. I forgot what this one's called now. But anyways, yeah, it looks a little bulkier too with the effect parts. It just really beefs it up because it looked. While I like the color, the green, it definitely gets that oomph that it needs with all the effect parts in pink. And you even get the blades all ignited with giant beam effects. Unfortunately, you only seem to get one. I thought there'd be two, but I mean, unless my box is missing them, I don't see it on the box or the instructions, but I would have liked two, since you got two blades. So I don't know, maybe I just was missing one. I'm sure someone has this and can tell me. Yeah, it just looks great. I would love to have a model kit of this with all these effect parts. That would be great. Cross silhouette, hopefully.